This is Nayo Campbell with Elite Insiders, and I'm here with Phillip Buchanan, who's a former NFL player turned author and game creator. So let's talk about, well, first, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing very good. How about you?
I'm great. Thank you for asking. Let's talk first about your books. Okay, so you're a children's author, right?
Yeah, I thought it was very important to come up with children's books about finances because when I got to the NFL, I didn't really understand the value of a dollar. So I thought it was very important to create some children's books that help children understand about finances at a young age.
Okay, so how did you come up with Little Phil?
The Little Phil is kind of tailored after me, and I thought it was a kind of cool, catchy name, me and my team, and we thought Little Phil would be a good name to use for children's books because my name is Phillip Buchanan, so Little Phil worked perfectly.
So you write everything within the book, like the rhymes and everything?
Yeah, I mean, like I pretty much wrote everything, and I have my team of creators too. So I have a nice team of guys like Wolf Rivera, Darren Smith, and Jonathan Nash, who kind of helped me kind of create it and make it, sounds good. And just in case my grammar's not good, they'll kind of fill in the gaps for me.
I understand. So can you recite one of your rhymes?
One of my signs for is the Little Phil's New Money Friends, and this was the first book I actually created. I created it in Barnes and Noble. I asked the guy at Barnes and Noble. I said, "Do you have any children's books that are based on finances?" He said, "No, we don't." But he said, "But you can be the first one." I was like, "Are you serious?" So I took some Starbucks coffee and I thought about it. And I was saying, "Man, how can I think of something?" And I said, $1, $2, $3, 4. If you don't respect me, I won't be around anymore. And then that's when the Little Phil's New Money Friend book was created because on Little Phil's 4th birthday, he gets $4. And one of the dollars is a magical doll named Dollar that talks to all the kids.
So $1, $2, $3, 4. All right, that's dope. Now you're not only a children's author, you also did comic books. So how did that come about?
I'm a big movie. I like watching a lot of movies. When I was young, I used to pay for one movie and I would go see two more extra movies. So, and I used to always sit back and I would say, man, that movie, if the movie did this and did that, it would probably be a better movie. And so since I was always kind of creative like that, but I never used it because I was so busy playing football. But once I kind of settled down and I kind of stopped playing when I retired from the Redskins, I had a lot of time to think about it. So I had a lot of time to think about it, and it just kind of hit me like for instance, like one of my comic books is called The Sopranos Experiment. So yeah, but pretty much the Sopranos Experiment it's a mixture of Enemy of the States and X-Men. So so the whole thing is about these children that are born with birth defects, and they keep dying and keep dying. So the doctor is trying to figure out a way to make sure the kids live, and so he teams up with the government, and they get this special injection from Area 51, and they inject the kids. But not only do they live, they get superpowers. One kid named is Blackout, and he's from Detroit. That means he can black out any downtown power and light system anywhere, and pretty much in any city. Another kid named is Checkmate. That means that he can move in the world as if he's a chess piece on a board. So he's always 2 to 3 steps ahead of you. And he's from New York and he's hustling everybody in New York. So that's a combination of some of the characters I have in the Sopranos Experiment. And I also have a novel to go along with all my comic books, so I can give, so I can fill in some back end story too. So the novel should be ready.
This one right here.
Yeah, well that's a new money book, but yeah,
Okay.
but I also have a novel for the Sopranos Experiment, for the Aquatic Born, and I have the New Money comic that actually goes with my New Money book. So
That's
yeah.
dope. So you're not only an author, you're also a game creator. So let's talk about this game because this game has a very interesting name. Uh, what's it called again?
It's called Twerking It.
Twerk it, guys.
Twerking It. So it was one of those things that I was hanging out with my friends and we were relaxing and we were just kind of talking about this whole twerking it phenomenon. And so we were just talking. He said, "Man, somebody come up with a twerking it game," and it kind of sparked my interest. So I went into creative mode within 2 nights, and I kind of came up with the game twerking it. I kind of stretched it out, get some color coasters and a spinner. And if you don't do the dance right, you have to drink, and you're being judged by the people that are playing the game. So if you did it right, and everybody said you did it wrong, you have to drink. So the whole object. So the whole thing is, if you mess up the twerking it dance, whatever it is, you just have to drink your favorite beverage. It could be water, it could be juice. It could be something nasty that people don't want to drink. And you can also use it as more of a workout, too. So you can use it as fun and party, or you can use it as more of like a workout. So,
So let's be real. Some people probably aren't going to be the most receptive towards it. So how do you respond to the negative critics?
well, I'm just going to do what I do, and that's be creative, because I'm not going to make everybody happy. So some people aren't going to like the idea of me having a twerking it party game and opposed to me writing children's books about finances. So that's life. And look, I'm aiming to empower people. So my whole goal in life is to try to help people. And if I think of something like a twerking it party game, I'll just run with it. So.
All right, so you're the twerk it creator. Now, do you twerk? That is the question.
Well, my mother was a dance coach, so so I knew a little bit about dancing, but I was most of the guy that kind of held up the wall though most of the time. So I wasn't really the dancer, but I mean I can move a little bit. I was a punt returner, so I used to dodge people and break tackles and stuff. So I got so I got a few moves. I got a few moves.
All right, so is this it for the games, or do you have any more ideas for future games?
Oh, that's a good question. I have a new money board game too that's coming out,
Okay.
so it's gonna be in tandem with my book, and it should be available probably within about a month and a half from now. So it'll be very similar to Monopoly and cash flow. So it's about money and finance. So when you get new money, you would like the personality cards are a professional athlete, a musician, a person who actually inherits money. So it takes you through all the trials and tribulations when you get new money, just like my book. So I'm trying to prepare you. So once you get money, so you know what to do with it.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming out. So everyone, make sure to get his books. All right, he has a bunch of children books. So if you have kids, go and get the books, and ladies, go get the twerk it game. All right, thank you so much.